From the National Weather Service in Raleigh, it is the weekly impact weather briefing for Central North Carolina. And this briefing covers the period today through Sunday, July 29 through August 4th, 2019. So good morning again. I'm Nick Petro from the National Weather Service in Raleigh. So let's go ahead and get started with the weather pattern. And we'll see here that, just passed it up, went a little too fast there. So, all right, so what do we got here? We've got high pressure basically offshore, and it's extending back westward over the Carolinas. And that high pressure will provide dry and seasonably hot weather today through Wednesday afternoon. And then as we get into the midweek period, we'll be watching a cold front move across the Ohio Valley, headed toward the Carolinas. And that front will approach late Wednesday, and that'll give us a chance for a few showers and thunderstorms starting late Wednesday, like Wednesday evening or perhaps Wednesday night. Unfortunately, that front will stall over our region for the rest of the week, and I'm looking down in the lower left-hand corner of this slide. You can see that front becomes a stationary front, and that means there'll be a chance for off and on showers and thunderstorms Thursday right through the weekend. Look how little the pattern changes from the late week period through the weekend period. I'm looking at both of the images in the bottom. So you'll see very little change. So that means we'll have, better than your usual chance for daily showers and thunderstorms Thursday right through the weekend. All right. So unfortunately, looks a little bit wet for the latter half of the week and the weekend. That'll keep temps down a little bit more reasonable temps. We also we're keeping our eye on a tropical wave over the Eastern Caribbean. No major concerns with that wave right now as it relates to our weather here in North Carolina. So looking at the severe thunderstorm potential, courtesy of the Storm Prediction Center, and no thunderstorms expected today or tomorrow. Just general thunder for Wednesday. No organized severe weather threat. As we look at the rainfall amounts, look at it today, dry on Tuesday. If you're heading west, if you're traveling, say, west towards the mountains of North Carolina and points west, yeah, you might run into some rain. Or if you're traveling north into northern Virginia or West Virginia, you might run into some rain there. But here in central North Carolina, we're going to have to wait until late Wednesday, perhaps more likely Wednesday evening into Wednesday night before we see any rain. With that front moving very slowly or stalling across the Carolinas Thursday and Friday could bring perhaps a wet period of weather. And then we'll have off and on rain chances continue right over the weekend with, as I mentioned, little movement in that front. All right, so that's rainfall amounts, and here is the 5-day tropical weather outlook from the National Hurricane Center. And the last time I read the tropical weather outlook, it showed I think a 20% chance of formation over the next 5 days. So we'll see how that how that system might bring a little bit of moisture into that frontal zone. We'll see, but really right now no concerns for central North Carolina, but we'll keep our eyes on it. All right. And then looking ahead to the next week, it looks like really not a whole lot of change. One thing that is interesting is notice how the, let me see if I can get my highlighter here going. Look how the boundary, if you will, between, that's not working very well, so I apologize. So let's try another method. There's a highlighter. Look at look how this sort of dividing line, if you will, between below normal temps and above normal temps kind of bisects North Carolina. So basically what that's telling me is that perhaps, we'll see some sort of frontal system lingering over central North Carolina sometime, for perhaps a portion of next week, which will give us at least, near normal chances of shower and thunderstorm activity. All right, so that is the outlook for the next week. All right, so as we kind of wrap things up here and providing a summary here, again, high pressure will provide dry and seasonably hot weather today through Wednesday afternoon. Yeah, low 90s is pretty seasonable for this time of year. So low 90s is going to be typical today, Tuesday, perhaps even into Wednesday under those sunny skies. That cold front will approach the Carolinas late Wednesday, and you'll see Wednesday night, look how the chance for rain comes back into the picture. And then we have at least a 30 to 60% chance for rain Thursday right through Friday. All right, so and then of course, as I mentioned, we're keeping our eye on a tropical wave, but right now, no major concerns as it relates to North Carolina weather. So that is the weekly impact weather briefing for Central North Carolina for the week of July 29th through the 4th of August 2019.